This brings to really another question, and I think it's really relevant, and it's become headline news these days since Apple's kind of changing some of their policies, but privacy concerns. Obviously, a lot of things are dependent on cookies and tracking people going from website to website. How are you dealing with these privacy concerns, and also how do you alleviate your customers on that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's coming. No matter how long we prolong it, consumer privacy and security is on its way. And if you look at how the European nations are handling with GDPR, with CCPA here in California, it's not something that I think should be brushed under the rug really lightly. So at the end of the day, consumer consent is quite important. People should be given the opportunity to decide what they want to see and what data they want being passed. But on the other hand, if providing that data gives you a really big benefit, then people are more likely to do it. And I think when you think about examples where people are willing to give information, if you think about maybe the movie trailers, I know with the pandemic, not everyone's movies aren't a big thing, but
yeah, what's a movie theater, right?
Yeah, I know. What is a theater? But the main thing about there is when trailers come out, inherently what they are is their marketing and they're a consumer experience that's been created. But if it's good, you don't think of it as it's a commercial or that it's a piece of engagement, being thrown at you. But actually when it's bad, then you look at it as, this was kind of a waste of my time and it was bad. It wasn't helpful. And so that's the way, at least at Brainify, we approach the privacy concerns there very similarly. So we do have infrastructure to be able to handle all of the different laws that's coming in, ensuring that the data is stored in the country of origin, single points of deletion and things like that. But I think at the core of it, there's the concept that if you're able to provide really good value with the fact that you can have the opportunity and the ability to have someone's user behavior data, you want to make sure you're returning them with something of value. Mm-hmm. And so for us, that's the way we educate our customers and our partners is, yes, you should allow people to have consent. For the people that do not want their data tracked, it doesn't mean their experience shouldn't be personalized. You should still allow them to have anonymized personalization that can take maybe trends from time of day of week, even localized weather as part of it. So they're still getting value, but they're learning that there's ROI from exchanging some additional information to the brand. So it's part of that education that we really encourage our customers to go for. But at the end of the day, I think it would be really naive to believe that consumer privacy and all that will be something not important and not coming. So you have to have different approaches so that you can cater to the people that are on the gray scale of, yes, they want to give, as well as on the other end where they're not willing to give, but still give benefits from both ends so that they can be encouraged to know that there's benefits from sharing. It's also to help with discovery, right? Yeah. When you're really wanting to get to know a brand, you want to discover and go across all the different types of content that's available. Like I know for us, we work a lot with consumer packaged goods that have food recipes, but they're not just known for food recipes. They're known for the actual product. They're known for their educational content. And so how can you be able to pollinate those in a way that's really efficient, right? So if you think about maybe investing with investors.com, you have lots of different solutions. You have your actual content site. It doesn't mean that they have to sit in their own silos. So if we can help showcase the value of maybe leveraging your ticker inside your investors.com website, then understanding the ROI that comes with bringing on a new solution and paying for it becomes much more apparent, right? And so that's where we sit in. It's really about not only discovery of content, personalized content, but knowing that there is a place where the consumer is going to find everything that they need and understand why they should be spending more with you, right? So same with Spotify, you could share your music tastes, but that also means that you're helping them as a business understand taste preferences, but you're also guiding trends that could be used for new visitors, new users, new signups, for example. So it's a circle, and it allows it to be helpful all throughout.
And for this week's Notes and Charts, make sure to go to investors.com/podcast, where you'll find details for each episode in the podcast episode section. And make sure to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast if you haven't already. We'd really appreciate it. You can also send us your questions and comments to investingpodcast@investors.com. We would love to hear from you and may use your comments on an upcoming episode.